Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at all the brand new best of my team cards coming today here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, 2KDB was a little late dropping these today, but that is all right. And I mean, honestly, look, these aren't extremely uber exciting cards to me personally. Maybe some of y'all feel differently. If you do, that's totally fine. Like, obviously, if these are players who are exciting to you for whatever reason, that's awesome and enjoy using them. You know what I mean? That being said, it's not at this point of drop that I think anybody should be spending any sort of money on. You know what I mean? That is my first initial thought for sure, is that I would not at all recommend doing anything like that. That seems like that would be realistically, I don't know, a waste of money. And at this point in the year with the game coming to a close, but Tim Duncan's an interesting card. I know there are Dame fans and Reaves fans out there as well, of course. And if you want to get your guy, go ahead. Now, to be fair, outside of Timmy, I don't think any of these cards are going to be that absurdly expensive, so that is a good thing. But a couple interesting names here. I mean, Ellis has potential to be really good. I haven't looked at any of these cards yet, obviously, but I mean, there is some potential here, I think, for some really good cards to potentially drop in this drop, and I'm interested to see. So Ellis, let's start with him. See what this card is looking like. 6'7" with 6'10" wingspan at the point guard position. Obviously, I mean, that type of size at PG is still pretty solid. And 99 everything, all the key Hoff badges. Like, this card looks really good on paper, stat, and badge wise. The question is the animations. And the animations themselves look good. I don't know about DeMar Upper. Well, we're gonna have to see on that one. But Ben Shepherd base is awesome. Pro 2 fade. Garland, Kemba, Trey. He does not have the best cross, best step back, best size up. Like, a couple of sigs are a little bit underwhelming, I think is a fair way to describe it. But at the same time, I still think he's a really good card. Not perfect sig wise, but big enough and good enough sig wise to still be a very, very solid option, is my initial impression of this Dale Ellis card. I think he's gonna be pretty good, man. Definitely a very solid attainable PG. Not sure he's quite as good as a Jimmy Butler, for example. That's 100 overall, like elite attainable point guard, but still probably one of the better attainable PGs in the game. Definitely not a bad looking card. Austin Reaves at the shooting guard, or sorry, also at the point guard position. 6'5" with a 6'6" wingspan. Another card who's got great stats and great badges, of course, as a 100 overall. Really, Paint Patroller and Brick Wall and Hoff would be the two good badges, and maybe Rise Up as well, that I'd like to see upgraded. But KPJ base step up around very quick is going to be really good. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Curry, Trey, Levine, Reaves cross, Steph size up, couple sigs there that aren't quite as elite, but overall the sigs are absolutely good enough to still be really good. The honest truth is, though, he's a little bit worse than a guy like Kazi Russell, who also has an elite jumper, has perfect sigs, another 6'5" point guard. I have Kazi as a back of the top 10 attainable PG. I don't think this AR-15 is going to be quite that good, so maybe about the 10th best attainable point guard in the game, probably slightly below that top 10. Not a bad card, though. If you are a Reaves fan, if you are a Lakers fan, definitely a card that you can use and will be able to compete at a high level with still. He's definitely pretty solid. So not a card that I'm going to sit here and say, oh yeah, you need Austin Reaves. I think he's absolutely spectacular, best point guard in the game, nothing like that. But if you're a Lakers fan, and again, this is what my team's about at this point in the year, he's absolutely usable, and that's kind of the beauty of in-game my team, is that even the quote-unquote bad cards or not as good cards are still solid, really good all-around options that do a lot of things at a very, very high level. So that is the value of in-game cards, that you can kind of use who you want, because everybody's at least somewhat viable. Even an invincible Damian Lillard, somebody like that. Look, he's undersized, don't get it twisted. He's what, 6'2", 6'3", yeah, 6'2", 6'8" wingspan's nice, but it doesn't do much when you're 6'2". If you're 6'6" with 6'8" wingspan, it'll be a lot different story, but it's not. And badge wise, I mean, the offensive badges are awesome. He's got ankle assassin, dimer, handles for days, lightning launch, dead eye, limitless, mini marks, set shot, special, shifty, and posterizer. 10 of the 12 being pretty good badges, I'd say. Everything on Hoff that is otherwise as well. I mean, he's an invincible, it's what you expect. Garland, Francis, Curry, D. Fox, Trey, Levine, Hallie. You know what? At least they did right by Dame. Peyton Pritchard base, step up run very quick, should be a really good jumper. Peyton Pritchard base, the same jumper that Invincible Harden and 100 overall Cat have, and it's a good shot. That Luke Walton had a good shot as well. And Steph Upper's been good. Pro 2 fade, obviously everybody's got that at this point in the year. Hey, look, here's what I'll say. Damian Lillard, not a card who's going to get me excited at this point in the year. Probably not a card that's going to get a lot of other people excited at this point in the year too. But I do know there are people, shout out my guy Carson, other Blazers fans out there who are going to want to use Dame Dolly. You know what I mean? And look, if you're going to make a Damian Lillard card in July, my request would be make him as good as he can possibly be. And they did that. And that's enough for me. You know what I mean? If you're going to drop these small PGs, well, people are still fans of, and I totally get it, make them as good as they can be. 2K did that. This card has perfect sigs, a great jumper, Pro 2 fade. He's going to be as good as you're going to get from Damian Lillard. Now that is capped in terms of how good he can be competitively and online and stuff like that at this point in the year. If you put this card in the court in showdown, you're asking to get mashed. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? But if you're going to drop Dame, make him good. This Dame card's pretty good. So I'm excited to try him out. Now, the final card in today's drop is GOAT Tim Duncan, who's obviously by a decent chunk the best card in today's drop. 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, 99 everything, every single legend badge, as all the GOAT cards have. He's going to have the same GOAT sigs as well, with Darius Garland, dribble style, Steph escape, Trey behind the back, Francis size up, Levine drag back, Hallie Hezzy, D-Fox cross, all that type of stuff. Pro 2 fade as well, but he's got Cam Thomas base with Colin Sexton upper. Goodness gracious, 2K really did right by this card. Cam Thomas base, that's Michael Beasley's base. That's some of these other guys, really good jump shot, like some of the best cards in the game. That's their base. But this is the exact same jumper that Invincible Klay Thompson has. It's also the exact same jumper that Michael Beasley has. Beasley has it lefty, which to me makes it even prettier, but it's really good regardless. This is one of the best jumpers in my team. This card is basically 6'11" Michael Beasley, except right-handed at the small forward position. When you look at the best small forwards in the game, I have to say Tim Duncan. I'm not sure exactly how close he is to the top, but he's got to be very, very close. I think you could probably make the argument with him being 6'11" with what, a 7'3" wingspan. If you look at all the other small forwards that are the top small forwards, guys like Giannis and Dirk and Paulo and KG. I mean, I'd say he's probably better than Paulo and KG because his jumper's probably a little better than both of theirs. Although KG has Steph base Sexton, which is still good, but I would say like Dirk's a little bigger, but Timmy's jumper is better. I don't know. This card is an argument for best small forward in the game. I'm not sure I will say he's best small forward in the game, but I certainly think there is an argument to be made that he is. He is an extremely good card, and I mean, to be fair, he's not game changing. Every card at this point in the year is extremely good, especially all the GOAT cards, but this Timmy D is an elite level card, and if you are looking to add one of the best small forwards in the game, he might not. I don't know. I wish I knew how much this card is going to cost, but I truly have no idea. But I do think he's going to be very good and probably pretty darn expensive, would be my guess. I would think 1.5 to 2 million MT maybe seems like a pretty fair price tag. We'll see. Not a bad card by any means. I'm not going to say he's not a bad drop, I should say, not a bad card. Overall, the drop's decent. It's not the worst I've seen for sure. Dame is the best Dame you're going to get. Dale Ellis, very solid attainable PG. Austin Reaves, again, he may not be the best Austin Reaves possible, but he's definitely a very good card still. And Timmy D's arguably the best small forward in the game. I don't mind it. I wish we weren't getting super packs. I wish we were getting bigger drops on Tuesdays, but that's an issue for another day. You know what I mean? Or another video anyways. So yeah, not bad. If you want to get some of these guys, go ahead. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.